Okay, so back in 2015, won't say how old I was because I suppose that's gonna give away the identity. Yeah, I flicked my eyebrows there, but I suppose you can't see it. Anyway, back in 2015, I got with my first, suppose legitimate girlfriend. Keep bitching on this because fuck it. But around that time, I was drinking lots, like lots, and it was influencing my sleeping patterns and making me very depressed. And through that, I became pretty skids. Probably the word, you know, I was psychotic, I was delusional, I was seeing shit, I was getting very paranoid. I was beginning to feel like there was a big conspiracy against me. And this is before I got into like any other shit that I would have a reason to be paranoid about. This was a concept that I still built up myself, because I was very depressed and I was obviously talking to my girlfriend about it, and I was talking to my best friend about it too. And they were the only two people I talked to about it. I wouldn't talk to my parents, I didn't have any other friends. When I talked about it, it was just these two, and I was very, very dependent on them. And as a result of that dependency, I sort of started to come up with a delusion that they were, or my girlfriend was cheating on me with my best friend. You know, because they were talking a bit, they were trying to like support me as best they could. And obviously, in order to do that, they were talking to each other. You know, they were just trying to keep me above water. You know, pretty benevolent for a time. And eventually, my alcoholism and my destructive behaviours pushed my girlfriend away. We broke up, and obviously I stayed friends with the best friend. And at a party in 2017, summer 2017, I was talking to that friend. He was pretty drunk, you know. The thing is obviously like, because I was drinking so much, I had a hefty alcohol tolerance. So the good thing about that is I could get people drunk, and they'd say shit, and I remember what they'd say, and they'd forget it. So my friend, he told me about how he cheated on, or my girlfriend cheated on me with him. So instantly, I sort of realised it wasn't a delusion. You know, it was born of delusion. It was extremely paranoid, and it was very unlikely. You know, to this day, I still feel like it's very unlikely for that to happen, but it did. And the problem with that is now I don't actually know what I'm delusional about. And the thing is that I'm not stupid. You know, I'm pretty good at reasoning. I have good judgment. So when I get delusional and paranoid, it's pretty legitimate. It's pretty easy to sort of convince myself that that's true, that that's the case. And these days, you know, to this day, I come up with these stupid notions, you know, these stupid, like, ridiculous things that just aren't happening, but because that stupid, ridiculous thing happened, I feel almost insane. You know, I feel that everything I delude about is correct. It is happening, and it takes extreme restraint to not act on it. And that obviously only sends me more scared. You know, and it becomes very hard to deal with. And I'd be lying if I said it isn't getting to the point where I feel I'll begin acting on these delusions, and I'm going to do something bad. Like I'm going to get put inside for it, or I'm going to get killed over it. but I'm still powerless to resist those. And the way schizophrenia and psychosis works is, at least for me, I feel like I'm sat on a chair between two people. And these two people are very different, you know. Quite frequently those two people are arguing. It's almost like parents arguing, and I'm a child. And obviously parents arguing in front of children are a certain type of parent, and they bring the child into it, and it becomes abusive towards the child. You know, it's the child's fault. It's, you know, the child has caused this, that's caused them to argue, the child is a piece of shit. And there's two people. There's one who is very, I suppose, pathetic. It's pretty weak. It's pretty recessive. It doesn't talk too much, but it's there. Like, it's always there. It's just generally silent. Yeah, pipes up every now and then, especially when it gets worse. My psychosis, when it gets worse, it talks more. But right from the start of me being psychotic, the other one is always talking. And it abuses both me and the other person, the other voice. And it sort of breaks you down, it makes you think that you're weak, it makes you think that you can't reason, and then it convinces you of things because, you know, it's already broken you down, it's already told you you're a piece of shit, and you believe it. So you're going to believe the other stuff it says. If it says, you know, your girlfriend's cheating on you, you're going to believe it. You know, because it comes to the point where you almost sort of respect the voice, you understand it's correct. But it's not. It's not, and at that point, you've almost been radicalized by the voice. You start to believe everything it says, and it's very easy to start to act on it. And like I say about seeing things, it only further supports it when you start seeing, say, figures running at you and voices calling to you and people shouting, people having conversations and people talking about you, and you're in a room full of people. And like, sometimes you can be in a room full of people and nobody's going to be talking, it's silent. And you'll look around and nobody's mouths are moving, but there's a conversation going on about you. You know, someone's talking shit about you, someone's always talking about you, someone's always looking at you as well. That's a big thing. Like, even sort of minor psychosis, you always feel like someone's watching you. I have a bit of a funny thing with mirrors. I can't be in a room and be comfortable really doing anything other than when there's not mirrors present. If there's mirrors around, like, I can't. Say in the bathroom, if there's mirrors in the bathroom, I have to move all the mirrors away from me before I feel comfortable undressing. I'm quite self-conscious, and I can't do things like, say, I don't know, suppose if I wanted to sing in the car or something, couldn't whistle, I couldn't, like, comfortably talk to myself, because I always feel like someone's watching or listening. I feel like someone's put a listening device in my car. I feel like there's a camera, I feel like someone's always watching. And it's crushing, really. It feels very almost 1984. It feels like you've always got... It's not even a matter of having a camera on you, it's like there's a camera on you and someone's watching it. You know, because it's like, say with CCTV, I'm more comfortable with that because I know there's no guarantee someone's going to watch it. Someone's only going to watch the footage if they have a reason to. You know, so if there's a crime or something, then they'll obviously go through CCTV, whereas it feels like there's a designated person or group of people that watch everything I do. The one sort of haven I have from that is my bedroom. I feel like there isn't anything in my bedroom. I feel comfortable in my bedroom. I feel like I can pretty much do anything. And people aren't watching. So the delusion sort of exists all around you. It's both in your head and outside of it. You know, your environment is always against you. Your own head is against you, you know. You can't trust your eyes, you can't trust your ears. That sort of culminates sometimes. And when I was trying to source modafinil for the first time for myself, I went for a friend because I didn't want to order it to my house. And it was ordered to the friend's house, and the friend was a bit reluctant to get it to me. You know, he was going to do it, just not on like the specific day I wanted it. I wanted it as soon as it came. You know, that specific urgency on it was like, well, to give it some context, I thought modafinil was illegal, and that was back before I was dabbling in much illegal shit, so I was very paranoid that, like, the longer he kept hold of it, and the more he delayed, the more someone was going to be watching him, and then see that it was mine, and then see that I was shifting on, and I was just scared that, like, shit was going to happen to me, so, to this kid, I threatened him. I was like, if you don't give me drugs now, I'm gonna kill your dog. You know, I'm gonna burn your house down. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Because this kid, he doesn't have a dad. He doesn't really care about his mum. He just cares about his dog. Like, he really loves his dog, and I was like, I'm gonna slit your dog's throat. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna cut its head off. And understandably, I suppose, he came to me and he dropped off the drugs, and that was the last time I talked to him. You know, he didn't want anything to do with me, I petrified him. He just didn't want to be around me, didn't want to talk to me, he didn't want any channel of contact with me because it made him uncomfortable. And that's what I'm capable of, I suppose, you know, if I wanted to, and if I was delusional enough, I would kill someone. Even if they didn't do anything wrong, I'd kill someone. You know, I'd flee someone, I'd fucking torture them for what they've done to me, and yet they wouldn't have done anything. It would have all just been a delusion, it would have all just been paranoia. And I'd ruined my life in pursuit of fulfilling that. You know, I'd throw everything away. You know, almost 2 decades of work, I'd just throw it. Because I so passionately believe in something that isn't there. And like I say, I feel like that's something I'm probably going to end up doing. You know, it is getting worse. You know, it isn't easing up like it used to. It used to come in sort of waves, but now it's sort of always there. You know, it's like the onset of depression. For me, it was, I'd be okay for a bit, then I'd be depressed. Be okay for a bit, then depressed, and then I got to the point where I'd be depressed, and then I'd be very depressed. And I got to the point where I was very depressed, and then extremely suicidal. And like with psychosis, it was not psychotic, psychotic. Not psychotic, psychotic, and now I'm always psychotic, and I know that I've got these clear delusions in my head, and I want to act on them. You know, I had a real drive to, I really, really want to sort out these sort of problems that are built up in my head that I feel like are holding me back, and people are fucking me, and I don't like to be fucked. You know, I don't like people to tread on me. You know, I don't tread on other people, I don't like that people will tread on me. And it's getting to the point where I'm becoming more irrational, more erratic, and more impulsive. And at the minute, I suppose I just want to beat the shit out of someone. I just want to go out and I want to beat the shit out of someone, just so I have an outlet for it, just so I don't get worse. You know, just so I don't say, shoot somewhere up, or blow something up, or set something on fire. You know, to make myself right, to, you know, carry out this vendetta against this horde of enemies that aren't even there. That's about it.